How's it going, everybody? As always, thanks for taking some time out of your day or your evening to check out my channel. I was not able to be here yesterday. I took my wife to visit one of her friends, so I came back and saw quite a bit of progress going on here. The actual house foundation is pretty much all excavated now. Everything looks really good. It's awesome. Up above here is where the garage is going to be set, and they got to get a mini excavator in, probably with like a 2-foot bucket to trench out footing for the garage. The excavator they got right now has a 3-foot bucket on it. But my brother ordered up all the Forma-Drain, rebar, and all kinds of fittings and stakes and stuff here. I actually, boxes of fittings here. I actually have a little mock thing set up here to explain how all this system works. Down in here, let's walk down in here and check this out. So pretty much this is going to be the rough slope of the ground coming down here. This is actually a frost wall dug out here in the front because it's going to be exposed. The blocks are actually going to come here and step down. I guess I was talking to my brother, we'll step down some 6-inch blocks here. If you're from down south and you don't know what a frost wall is, we got to get down so deep so the frost doesn't heave stuff, so the footing will have to come down. And then this is going to be like stick framed wall out here eventually. But over here, show you how this Forma-Drain goes together. Okay, here's my little mock setup. I'll show you some of these fittings. Like they have couplers, they just slide on and then they'll eventually get screwed together. There's corners, again, there's tops and bottoms to these two. It says top right here, but they'll get screwed together. They are going to be spaced 2 feet apart. This is going to be 8 inches deep. These are actually just spacers that they'll eventually come out. And once it's all laid out here, like this will go down through here, then it's going to turn and it'll come down here and turn and it'll dump down into the frost wall. But there'll be 2 pieces of rebar set up on these little horses down here. These will stay, they're going inside the concrete. These are adapters that'll get a 4-inch hole drilled through here. They'll get snapped in and screwed in right here. The inside and the outside Forma-Drain will get tied together with a piece of pipe so that water can flow freely through both of them. And then there'll be one on the outside where that black corrugated pipe will be drained out down there. This whole thing here is going to happen somewhere down here where it can be drained out. And so basically, if any water comes through here, comes down the block wall, runs down through here, it's going to end up getting inside of here and draining out. This is an awesome drain system. And same way in here, if any water somehow gets underneath the floor and coming up, it's going to hit this way before it's going to hit my concrete floor. There'll be some rebar down the bottom sitting on these horses for strength. So it'll be 2 foot wide, 8 inches thick the whole way around here. And again, it'll come down here, then it'll come down here, it'll make a 90-degree turn here, and then it'll turn 90 degrees going down here, and then turn 90 degrees again, and then we'll be under the frost line here for the front wall. There'll be some post holes dug out here for the front porch that'll be out here eventually. And then once all this form is set, and there's one thing I forgot to. These are the stakes to set the form at grade. They get driven in the ground. This might be a little bit difficult in some of these places because there's quite a bit of shale here. Might be drilling some holes. They just get driven in the ground. This will get set to grade with a transit, and there are little holes in here to screw them in when you're doing it. When this is happening, when my brother has a few guys here and we're doing this, I'm not going to be filming this. I might time lapse it, I don't know. But I might actually do a little bit myself this weekend. So once all these forms are set and in place and level, this place is just going to be filled up with limestone. On the inside here, underneath the concrete, and on the outside, it'll be filled up with limestone. And then any water that gets into here is going to hit those Forma-Drains and head on out there. Let's take a quick walk up here. I'll show you where the garage is going to go. Here's where the footings for the garage are going to get trenched out right here. It will go down to a point where that footing and this footing will match up with the blocks being laid here. And it's going to come up here and tie into the garage blocks. And then again, this whole garage it'll get some backfill here, but then it'll get filled with limestone as well. And that's about it for now. This is awesome. It's It's almost like it wasn't going to happen for a while, but now it is happening. So this is really exciting. But it's Memorial Day weekend. I just want to take a second to thank all the veterans and all the family members, especially those that have lost loved ones fighting for this great country. No matter what's going on in Washington and all the political garbage and all the bickering down there, I still think we live in the greatest country on this planet. And it's especially to the guys that have lost their lives, those guys that have fought and died for this country, and those family members too. It's because of them that this country is the greatest country on this planet. So I hope you all have a blessed day, have a blessed weekend, and stay safe, everybody.